Well, Singapore should be fairly well guarded. Still sinking. This must be their recon group, because we keep on sinking exactly 1 light ship and 3 destroyers. Meanwhile, they are attacking us, and we're having our first battle. So, how are we doing? 501 defense versus 132, basically. We have a little bit more soft attack than they do. We are on low supply, however. Hey, Russia, you need to build better roads. But you're welcome, I've held this line for you. You're on the outskirts of Kiev. We'll try and stop them here, though. Unlike cruise and 3 destroyers, it sounds like a recon fleet I would build. Yeah, I think that I started this game building my recon fleets too big. I mean, how was I to know? This is the first time where I've been doing such fleets. Because currently they're 2 and 10, they could probably be 1 and 5, honestly. And that would have allowed me to have escorts running much sooner. Or maybe 2 and 5. Are we still having enemy ships in the North Sea? I don't think we are. Let's set you now to safe. It's just the English Channel where the problems lie. And the Mediterranean. I still don't want people going through the Med if they can avoid it. "21 submarines. Oh, no, don't attack. Just hold on to what we've got here. Let's reshape this to being that. Okay, then we have got a couple of troops that we can send elsewhere, which is actually going to be from the 12th to the 15th, and everything in between. So you're going to be a different army under the same commander. Your job is going to be a little more aggressive. Let's give you to Slim. You're going to be making this crossing here. In fact, you guys don't need to have a fallback line anymore. This has now become a front line. The objective of taking up to there. I hate fighting in allied territory because I can't control supply. We are hemorrhaging oil right now, so we should probably buy some more. Crikey, I'm buying in like 100. Where's all my oil going? Maybe. Still losing. .9 using 8.8. There we go. We're actually gaining slowly. Cool. Who's attacking? You shouldn't be attacking. We'll hold the Japanese here and then we'll starve them. Gotta say, I've been impressed by the Australian Navy. They've done a great job protecting convoys moving around here. Like, granted, we're a lot closer to Australia here than we are to Japan, but well done, Australia. Well done. You're helping. Oh yeah, now you can do this. Yes, you have access to the horns. Okay, so, can I use your airports yet? Nope, I still can't use Soviet air bases. And I'm basically air superiority-ing everything I can. As is America. We could bomb the living daylights out of Italy. I think right now I kind of... You know what could do with an airbase? Singapore. Singapore has a level 10 airbase. It does. No, it doesn't. I can't build it. Oh no, it's already full level. They do have one. Oh, there it is. See it now. Okay, so I want to add a bunch of fighter hurricanes over here. We're going to go with like 300. And then your job is specifically going to be in Sumatra air superiority. Then I want another 200 hurricanes who are going to be on interception duty. And you're going to be in the... yeah, also in Sumatra. Then I want another 200. And you are going to be air superiority over the Straits of Malacca. Now we're the ones catching their submarine convoys. That's right, fear the Royal Navy. I call mine. Am I going to attack the soft underbelly of the Axis? Not immediately. We need this war to go on for longer. We need to give the Soviets time to really let them bleed. But so far, our front line is holding. I don't think they've actually pushed us back anywhere. They might be able to push through here, because I just don't have the troops to cover that. Ah, you guys have arrived. Why are you so reluctant to drive down here? I don't get it. And also, we are still training. Those guys are done. Are there any other forces we wish to train, however? I mean, we are very, very short on light tanks, but we could just start training some more. Do we have any more exile units that we want to use? The Netherlands has quite a few, Poland has quite a few, France has quite a few. So we already have the templates made for Poland and France. So let's make some more French motorized. And then let's also make some more Polish motorized. Pretty short. Oh, you guys are short manpower. Okay, not Polish. And then we also want to have some Dutch mechanized, motorized. Do you have any more modern ones? No. That's fine, we can update you. So we'll copy that. Back to the UK. Edit. And we're going to add light tanks. Oops. Nope, that's perfect. And then support. We wanted... Ah, we have logistics now. Engineers. Field. Recon. That's all I can do right now. And then we're going to train some Dutch ones. That'll do. And yeah, we do need tea. You're not wrong. Hell, I'm importing so much oil! Currently producing 10.5, using 11.5. My Navy is using 7.6 a day. It's probably because the strike forces are at sea. That'll do. And we have the research. It's 21st of December, but I think it's now safe to go ahead of time. 29 days on automated deduction. Do it. Centimetric radar. 1940, those are 43s, 42s are these. Yeah, that's fine. Do I only use support artillery, pure infantry? I use support artillery with everything, really. This extra soft attack is just too good. Oh, you guys managed to land. Curses. Don't attack, just hold. Oh, flipping hell. How are we losing so hard? Supply. I hate fighting in allied territory because their supply always sucks. And there's nothing you can do about it. Naval route efficiency 9%. Why? I get fed up and tag over to my ally to build ports and infrastructure. I really wish, and I think it should be allowed, you can just build stuff on your allied territory. It's kind of ridiculous that you can't. Retreat to Borneo and hold there. Problem is, I don't think that Dutch East Indies will hold for. Actually, they could. Where? Makassar 3. The thing is, the Japanese have got to be suffering as badly as we are. Surely. I mean, part of the problem is we only have a level 1 naval base supplying all of this. So no, they're not suffering as hard as we are. Ah, this is untenable. I can't hold it. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to lose a bunch of these troops. In the same way that I lost them in France. In fact, I already lost about 10 divisions. Just getting here.
Yes, sir. Attention.
I thought I told you to take the train. Take the frickin' train.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We can go here. Dangerous as all hell right now, but yes. Alright, don't have any land power. I need to start learning how to do marines. Gonna have to start retaking that area. Thankfully, India seems to be holding pretty nicely. At least until the naval invasions begin. Actually, let's go to the naval production. Are you guys in Belfast now? You are! Huzzah! More units to evacuate.
Ready, sir. Come on. Ready.
Half of them should go to Makassar. This first wave, do not frickin' leave, are gonna go...
All in. All in.
Right, I'm gonna choose all of the Australian, New Zealand forces. Separate you into a new unit, and then the Indian troops are going to be responsible with garrisoning these Dutch territories. And then the Anzacs are going to be in this unit, and you're going to be responsible for garrisoning Australia, because I do somewhat suspect the Australian invasion is going to happen soon. And you're going to be garrisoning all of that. You say you need 23 men. You have 13. And you say that you need... Wait, who?
Attention. Orders. Listen up.
You're an Anzac, so you should be with them.
Ready, sir.
And then your guys are in Australia.
Orders.
May as well merge with them then.
Attention.
Yeah, okay. Go. So hopefully we're just going to be defensive in the island. We're going to try and hold on to them. And then we'll work out how to take back the ones that we've lost afterwards. If we can hold on to them, then we can keep the supply lines going. And I would say that we have a fairly comfortable hold over the seas here, although we could definitely do with bringing in more. And we shall do that. In fact, S. Badkins, I'm going to relocate you down here. That's added you to this list, hasn't it? Yes, it has. So we're going to have the 2 strike forces down here. Now I really need to get more recon fleets in the field. So about that problem of not having enough destroyers, yeah, it's still a problem. Yeah, can I get more worker rights yet? No. What about equipment? Resistance. Although resistance now could be useful. I can't get any more labour laws. You know what? Yeah. Let's start the resistance stuff going. So I'm going to start arming the French resistance. One for you. And what's it, the Belgians? And the Dutch, I think. Oh no, I can do one of them. Dutch resistance is bigger. Well, how about the Luxembourg resistance? 75 guns. Anyone really worth... Oh, Polish. No, we'll send it to the Polish. Yeah, absolutely. Do that. So the Polish are going to be rising up, and the French are going to be rising up, which is going to require the Germans to leave more troops behind to stop the resistance rises. It would be awesome if you could request allies to build certain improvements. Yep. So you could like add stuff to their build list, but then they have to build it or something if they were worried about building stuff in territories that it shouldn't be built in. Or just give you the ability to build it yourself. I mean, you are the one who's saying, hey, I want to build stuff here. I will pay for it. Don't remember if this will help, but I remember watching a video from Quill or someone in Special Forces who built them narrow. Now my games on my Marines 10 width with recon engineering, set them to take ports and tiles next to ports, and it worked. Take a tile, distract the enemy, take the port, and then send the main army in to support them. Yeah, that is how you use Spec Ops. Like, the important thing is you don't get pinned in the port. So for a... I need to fortify that too.
Ready, sir!
I'm going to leave the Philippines to the Philippines. So the important thing is if you do attack a port and you take it, you need to attack out straight away into the surrounding territories. Once you've got all of the surrounding ports, or surrounding spots, you're safe. The reason for that is, in an amphibious assault, you land with full organisation. If you are ferrying troops, they arrive with 0 organisation. So if you arrive in a port with 0 organisation, they attack you, you're going to be pinned there without being able to regenerate organisation and then get destroyed. So that second phase, super important. Very, very important. Are the Americans fighting the Japanese at all? I would hope they are. I can't see what their fleets are. Oh, I'm probably too zoomed out. Yep, that's what the problem was. Not seeing it. Oh, they're their navies. No, they're still hanging around Hawaii. Oh no, there's one. One ship in one fleet. That's probably like a single, very daring recon. Really need more recon ships. Like, desperately. In fact, we kind of decided that I wasn't going to bother doing the training ships anymore, didn't I? Especially for destroyers. So I'm going to leave, like, one ship in this, which is going to be the Blen Cathra. And the rest of you are going to be reserves. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have these guys just going straight into the reserve fleet. Reserve fleet called. Why have you stopped? You're going to the wrong place. You're in the right place. Okay, good. So this is the Reserve Fleet 5. No, it's not. That's the fleet name, not the task force name. Task force is called American Destroyer Flotilla 1. Is that one. And I'm going to rename it so I can actually identify that in the future, and it's going to be Reserve Fleet. Most of the ships have already been sent off. You've cancelled your support equipment lend-lease, that's fine. Probably need to send some more guns to somebody. How's India doing? India's actually doing admirably. We've got the American army here as well now. I'm pretty happy with you. What about the Soviets? I think the Soviets could do with more help. You actually received all the lend-lease that I was sending you. 4,021 of those, and I'll send you 4,000 of those, and also 10 of those, 47 of those. Send. Was that a Japanese home island invasion I saw? No. American submarines. Convoys. Lost a submarine. Convoy. Yeah, my submarines are now doing a number on theirs. Who's this? Why are you going back to Alexandria? Oh. How do I tell you what your home base should be? Because I have a feeling they're sailing all the way back to Alexandria via South America every time they need to go for repairs. I think that's why my navy here has been kind of sucking. Japan's special torpedo cruiser is awesome. It gets an extra set of torpedo tubes, so it can get 140 plus torpedo attack if you start it full of tier 4 torpedoes. And you have the long lance bonus on top. That's kind of good. Right, now you have your missions deleted, so I want you strike forcing, I want you patrolling, I want you patrolling, and you're still off the coast of the Congo. Yugoslavia has joined the Axis! I was about to celebrate, but no, that's bad. Okay. So, my Greek forces are entrenched for the thing I need you to do. This is basically just being given up. Alright. Damn. But all those planes I sold you! See, there used to be a way of setting what their home base was without actually sending them back to the home base. I wonder if there's a way of doing that still. It used to be control right click, which is why I kept on trying to control right click. Right click to move, control right click to toggle repair, sorry, control left click, control shift left click to show repair queue. Detach to move into repair an Andaman. Why Andaman? You're allowed to repair here, you're doing it. And there's even air cover here. Alright, now we're making too many fighters. Let's decrease that by 5. I think it's mostly light tanks that we need now. And we might want to start producing some medium tanks. Let's go up to 5 sets of factories, 20. And also need to make some rubber purchases. Get some more from India. Right. It's now 1942. Those are 43. 42 is the guns, isn't it? It is. Is it from the fleet selection rather than task force? Doubt it.